And as Ilioneus says this, Latinus's face is fixed fast upon the ground. Only his eyes, attentive, stir. Brocaded purple and Priam's scepter do not move the king as much as all his thoughts about his daughter's wedding and bridal bed. Within his breast he dwells upon old Faunus's oracle, upon his son-in-law. The fates foretold that he would come from stranger countries, called to share Latinus's kingdom as an equal, that out of this would come a race whose force was famous, strong enough to take the world. At last he speaks in gladness. May the gods now favor our attempt, their augury. For Trojan, you shall have what you have asked. I do not scorn your gifts. While I am king, you shall not lack the wealth of this rich land or Troy's abundance. Only let Aeneas approach in person if he longs for us and wants to join us as a friend, to bear the name of ally. He need never fear our friendly presence. One term of our peace shall be for me to clasp your chief's right hand. Now take in turn my answers to your king. I have a daughter whom the oracles of my paternal shrine and many omens sent down from heaven will not let me wed to any husband from our nations. Sons will come to us from foreign shores, their blood will raise our name high as the stars. This is the prophecy that waits for Latium. And if my mind has augured anything of truth, then I receive and too accept this man himself as called upon by fate. Father Latinus, having spoken so, then chooses horses from his herds. 300 stood sleek in their high stalls. At once he calls for those wing-footed ones to be led out, in purple and embroidered saddle cloths, as gifts for all the Teucrians in order. Gold chains hang down their chests, their harnesses are gold, and with their teeth they champ gold bits. And for the Trojans' absent chief he chooses a chariot and a pair of stallions. Born of an ethereal seed, these horses breathed fire from their nostrils. They were of the race that cunning Circe, having stolen some immortal stallions from her father, bred as bastards from a mortal mare. Latinus gives them these words and gifts. Aeneas' sons return, high on their horses, bringing peace. But even then the savage wife of Jove was well embarked upon the air, returning from Argos, city of Inachus. Even from Sicily's Pequenus, far away, across the sky she spied the glad Aeneas and all his Dardan fleet. She sees them building their houses, settling on the land, deserting their ships. Her grief is sharp, she cannot move. She shakes her head, these words pour from her breast. O hated race, whose fates have crossed my fates! For could I beat them on Stygian fields? When captured, could they suffer capturing? Could Troy in flames destroy them? They have found a way across the armies and the fires. Either my power is now worn out at last, or having had my fill of hate, I rest. Not so, for I have dared to follow them in exile from their land across the waters. I faced those fugitives on all the seas, and every force of sky and wave was spent against the Teucrians. What use were Syrtes' quicksands, or Scylla, or the vast Charybdis? They are moored along the Tiber's riverbed, men careless of the seas, careless of me. For Mars was able to destroy the giant race of the Lapithai. Diana's anger could take the land of ancient Calydon, and even from the father of the gods. And were the Lapithai so criminal? Did Calydon deserve such ravaging? But I, great wife of Jove, who left no thing undared, who tried all ways in wretchedness, am beaten by Aeneas. If my power is not enough, I shall not hesitate to plead for more from anywhere. If I cannot bend high ones, then I shall move hell. I cannot keep him from the Latin kingdoms. So be it. Let Lavinia be his wife, as fates have fixed. But I can still hold off that moment and delay these great events, can still strike down the nations of both kings. Then let the son and father-in-law pay for peace with their own people's death. Virgin, your dowry will be Latin blood and Trojan. Your bridal matron is to be Bellona. For Cisseus' daughter Hecuba will not have been the only one to bear a torch and nuptial flames within her womb. For Venus' own son will be the same, another Paris, another brand to burn New Pergamus.